Hi, my name is Chris Rowe. I've been analyzing and trading stock and options for about 13 years. I worked on Wall Street managing money for 9 of those years for institutions and individual investors. Welcome to the Tycoon Report, once a week market wrap-up. Let's call it the Monday market wrap-up from now on, shall we? I decided to put these videos together because of the recent market turbulence we've been experiencing. I realize sometimes you don't want to sit there and look at your portfolio, especially if you're losing money, so we put these videos together so you can take a quick peek at the stock market, and after 5 minutes or less, you can go back to enjoying your life. I'll show you that there's always a bull market somewhere. I give you a quick wrap-up, a quick summary on what happened in the stock market, and let's just get right down to it. Today the market was up huge. Notice the NASDAQ was not up huge, but the big stocks were up huge. Technology was the laggard. You know, Google got killed. There's a lot of technology stocks out there that got killed. I'm not going to get into details because this is the market summary. But anyway, you got the S&P and the Dow up 2 and 2.5% apiece. We'll get into the reasons why in a minute. Just want to show you the sector activity today. Consumer discretionary and financials were the strongest on the market. This is today's sector activity. And of course, this is the 5-day sector activity. So over the last week, this is what's happened to the market. Financials have been doing pretty well. Anyway, just getting right into the stock market today, the part that you see highlighted in green is today, represents today's intraday action. You can see the market opened up huge, moved down to being just about flat or up hardly, and you can see there was a strong rally right in the end of the day, which looks like a shakeout, which gets rid of some weak bulls and some over-aggressive bears, which is good for a good setup for a bullish rally. This trading volume was very strong on the day, which adds validity to today's move. Okay, let's get into the reasons why this happened. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are being placed in a government conservatorship. What happened was the Treasury determined that Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac didn't have adequate capital, prompting them to intervene, basically saying that they were too big to fail. If they fail, that could be a financial disaster. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac fell 90% and 83%. So the Treasury Department said that they're prepared to put in $200 billion, $100 million into each of the companies. Well, Bill Gross, I don't know if you know him, one of the smartest investors around from PIMCO, said that the bailout of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac could cost the government about $50 billion. That means it's going to cost you about $50 billion if you're a taxpayer, which I am. Here's a quick chart of Fannie Mae. You can see that they got smashed today. Basically, they're saying that the stockholders are going to be left holding the bag, and the bag's going to be empty. You know, the stock was down about 90% today. Here's Freddie Mac. You can see that stock also got killed, down 83% today. An utter disaster for stockholders, and this is why I don't jump into these stocks when you see them at $2, $3, because it's just not my speed. Sure, they went up to $7 and more than 100% gain, and sure, I thought they would be up, 100%, maybe 200% from that low, but I don't play these kinds of positions, and this is why. Anyway, let's take a quick look at the S&P, and this is why this is an important day. You can see that we made sort of a double bottom here, and this is what you call a bullish reversal. It's a bullish hammer. It's a bullish reversal pattern. That pattern was confirmed with a gap higher and a close near the high of the day. That happened on strong volume, although you can't see that right here. You can see another bullish reversal with a bullish hammer here, and this you can see another one a little bit further back. You know, all these patterns are identical just about, but this confirm of a gap higher makes this an even stronger bullish reversal. And again, I told you that the nervous bulls likely got shaken out today when they saw the market start to drop after the initial heavy volume high open. Anyway, just a little bit of comic relief here. I just wanted to show you this chart of UAL. This is the intraday chart. Here's 9:30 and here's 4 o'clock. And you're not misreading this chart. It started up around 12. Started out up around $12, moved down to about $4, and then traded back up to 11. Excellent trade, especially if you figured out early on that Florida Sun Sentinel website put out a false press release. They said that the stock, they said that UAL, they said that they were basically going into bankruptcy, and this was an article from 2002, and it reappeared in South Florida Sun Sentinel. That's Floridians for you. No, I'm just kidding. Nothing wrong with Floridians out here. Although I refuse to admit I'm a Floridian. I'm a New Yorker. just happen to be residing down in Florida for the time being. Anyway, there's always a bull market somewhere. This is going to be pretty boring. Look, this is the U.S. dollar ETF, UUP. You know, there happened to be a bull market of the U.S. dollar lately. I'm not saying it's going to last, but a lot of people think that the downtrend has been officially broken to the upside. And UUP is an ETF. It tracks the Deutsche Bank long U.S. dollar futures index. And basically what this is the U.S. dollar against the euro, the Japanese yen, the British pound, the Canadian dollar, Swedish krona, and the Swiss franc. So that's that. You know, if you decide that you want to get bearish on the U.S. dollar, it's UDN. But right now you're looking at UUP. There's always a bull market somewhere. Anyway, folks, I'm not too excited about the Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae bailout. Read about it tomorrow in the Tycoon Report. My article is going to be pretty funny. Subject line is going to be pretty funny. And you could tell by reading the article that I'm not a big fan of the deal. But you know what? It's lesser of two evils. It's the poison we had to pick because the alternative was, was much worse. Anyway, folks, it's very important that you go back to your families, go back to whatever you were doing to enjoy your life. I will see you next Monday. Read tomorrow's Tycoon Report. See you there.